Train.
Well, let me tell you something about it. I'm lost without train. Weekend
Weekend,
session.
weekend, weekend sessions with the voice. I'm Q, the content guy. That's Adrian Ford, and we are the weekend sessions for tonight, Saturday night. Buddy and
Child, why you stop? I was in the mood. Child, I'm gonna take my shirt off, bitch. Bitch, I'm gonna take my motherfucking shirt off, bitch. Bitch, you gonna get one shirt off, bitch. I was gonna get you that one. Yes, everyone, welcome to the weekend sessions. I'm your host, Bob. Take that shirt off.
Weekend sessions, Adrian Ford. Take your shirt off so the girls can see your stomach, girl. Hey, are the weekend sessions. You know what that sound like?
We must be.
Yes.
We must be in love.
Whoa, who sung that? Was that a group? That was a group.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
In the church. We must be. Child.
I wonder how they felt about. Well, let's get the intro over with. Adrian Ford, Q the Content Guy, Weekend Sessions. We coming at y'all live. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you everybody who has been watching this and loving this and giving us all your positive feedback and your negative feedback and feedback and feedback and feedback and more feedback.
Feedback.
She wanna bareback. We have a packed show for y'all tonight. Let me get my.
What's the title of this show?
You are going to jail. Period.
Y'all going to jail.
You are going to jail. Period. Trump jail. Mystikal jail.
Oh, bitch. If we can make a rap out of that, I'll be off the chain.
Trump jail. Mystikal jail.
R. Kelly's already in.
R. Kelly's already in. That one boy, that porn guy from Twitter, jail. It's a lot of y'all going to jail.
But what I'm gagging is, speaking of R. Kelly, his song "Leg Shake" that came out years and years ago with Ludacris shot is like one of the top trend songs on TikTok. So
I never heard it.
Child, "Leg Shake," honey, that song goes in. But child, it's very popular now. So I'm like, R. Kelly, you in jail, honey. But out here, honey, people still playing your music.
Well, his fiance said she's pregnant, but he said it's not. He denied it.
Remember, you pregnant by R. Kelly? That's another time for another show, y'all.
This is why this is your last show.
Yes, this is my last show. We came to this conclusion that I just can't work with Q anymore. So this will be my last show. Y'all can follow.
Well, honey, when you are a star like me, it's kind of hard to share the spotlight.
Y'all follow me on a new show called Just Adrian. You can gaze into the future.
We got a lot, y'all. We have a very packed show, and let's just get right on into it. Let's just start off with the biggest headline of the week.
Let's talk about some of the controversy. I want to get that out the way. Let's talk about, honey, Miss Beyoncé, Giselle.
Okay, well, let's talk about her. Okay, let's talk about her first. Her down there at the church, child. The church folks mad at Beyonce because Beyonce got a song called Church Girl.
And I want to go in and I'm going to make some Christian viewers very upset. Because I'm one of those people, if I'm going to say something on the show, I'm going to put it out there. And you may or may not agree or disagree, and that's fine. Mm-hmm. But facts is facts. And that's why I like is the facts. So I tell all
Facts
you
is facts.
all you good old Christians out here judging Beyonce and dimming her to hell and all this
Well,
stuff.
let me, before you go in, because I know you're gonna go in. Let me let the people know what was said by Bishop Wooden. Bishop Wooden slams Beyonce and Twinkie Clark over Church Girl. It's demonic trash and something. So he pretty much said, so first Twinkie and what's the other one?
Karen.
No, starts with a D. Dorinda came out and said pretty much leave Beyonce alone. Leave Beyonce alone. And he's making headlines for what he said, and he pretty much says, I can't play the whole thing, but I'll give you guys, I'll read some of the stuff he says. He says Beyonce sold her soul to the devil. He calls the dream produced tune a piece of trash. He says, I don't know whether Twinkie knew what Beyonce was going to do with the song or not, but Twinkie knows Beyonce isn't saved. He said, the 67-year-old, I pray to God that that she knew what she was going to do when she put the song out. Twinkie came out and said, a couple weeks ago before he came out, she said, you just can't win in this world. He said, I'm proud of the music, that somebody wants to use my music. And not just anybody, but one of the best in the world. You know what I mean? That's what she said. So, the floor is yours.
All right, to some of y'all Christians who
Take your
got
time.
all
Take your time. Take your time.
who got all this to say about Miss Beyonce Giselle Knowles.
Mm-hmm.
I tell people this is what I want some of you Christians who got a lot of judgment to say about people and their music and what they want to do and Clark sisters and everything else. Let's go and do. Are you ready for the history class? All right, let's do history class. So I want all you people to go ahead and research Constantine. I want you to go ahead and research Constantine. So once you research Constantine, then when you get the foolery and foolishness out of that, then I want you to research John Smith with a Y. So it's Smyth, John Smith. He created Baptist religion in 1608. Let's talk about Charles Parham. He created Pentecostal religion in 1901. Let's go a little further into another one. John Smith. He created Mormonism and Latter-day Saints in 1830. Then we do some more research. Let's look at Charles T. Russell, who created Jehovah's Witness religion in 1872. So when we do all this and we're finding all these things that you're all we're going into this, just understand when you find it, you'll realize that you have no business going to churches and letting them brainwash you. Let's just be on. Do your research. You're letting them brainwash you. Not to say that God isn't real, not to say that Jesus or whatever isn't real, but again, these people created something to keep you brainwashed, to keep you down, especially melanated people, to keep you down. So again, so you have to think about it. These people went to Africa and they got information all over the continent, from Ethiopia, Egypt, Morocco, even the Sub-Sahara. So they went there and got all that information. You know what I mean? Then they put our ancestors' texts in a book to make you feel and also weaponize you that the white person was God, and that they weaponized the Bible to make you think that they're more godly than us. When you feel that spirit of the Holy Spirit within you, it was already within you. It was in you. That's us. That spirit is in you. So, before we start getting to that judging and all that, do some research, Christians. And I'm not trying to bash or put you down, but do some research before y'all are judging people in which you feel.
Well, I do believe in the Lord, and I also believe that this song has nothing to do with gospel. It has nothing to do with whether you believe or not believe. There's nothing demonic about the song. There's nothing sacrilegious about the song. It's a word, and she used a sample from another group, At the end of the day, it's a song.
But what
And
kills
there's nothing in the song that's saying, well, I'm gonna go on down to the church and I'm gonna get up on a pew and I'm gonna twerk in front of y'all.
But what gets me is that Christians will be the main ones condemning people, judging people the worst, and that's why you figure out why a lot of people don't like going to churches and
Well,
why.
I wouldn't say Christians
But
more so than I would say
I'm going to say Christians because the community of itself is very judgmental, especially in the Black church.
or I'm gonna say the pastors.
In the Black church, majority.
The pastors, honey, because you
Right.
got the child pastors, whether they Black, white, Hispanic, Chinese. Don't forget about Joel, child. You know what me and Joel went through.
Joe, I'm not going to go in and talk about that fight that you and Joel had.
Her down. He took my check.
No, we're not going to talk about that fight that you and Joel had, and I had to
He
break
went and my person took my check.
I had to break y'all up because you were supposed to pay your tithe, so he took your check.
No, I wasn't supposed to pay anything.
Okay, but he said you owed. So
But I didn't know. I didn't owe nothing.
No, he said you owed.
I don't give a damn what he said.
Joe said that you owed, and that's
I don't give a damn what he said.
Got what he got.
We're not gonna rehash that, y'all. Y'all see how hype. Y'all see how upset I get. Woo! You know, blows my blood, child. But I mean, at the end of the day, child, honey, I don't know this guy. He's just trying to make a name for himself, a name for his church, or a bigger name, whatever. And the song is not controversial. Matter of fact, nothing on the album is controversial. It's not even a controversial album. Now there has been stuff that she has done that's been controversial.
It ain't no controversial.
Like kicking members out the group, telling people down at the studio that she'll fly their bags home.
You know what? I talked to Farrah 2 weeks ago. She said she still never got her bags. She said, you know what? She said, I ain't trying to be funny.
Remember that airline Continental?
Oh, yeah.
I think that's where her bags are at.
Yeah.
I think they're on Continental. But I mean, sir, sit down. You sit over there with Kim Burrell ass. Sit right over there with her.
Sit with her.
I think
she's probably a member of that church.
Let the Clark sisters and Beyonce do whatever they want to do together. The song is nothing crazy.
It's gonna be great. And
yeah, it's not crazy. She don't say nothing in the song that's I'm listening to in my mind, I'm going through the lyrics and I'm like, she said, I'm gonna let this body loose. Like, I'm gonna go out and have a good time. I'm gonna let all my stress off me. And then I'm gonna go up in the morning and go to church. That's what y'all do anyway.
Y'all gonna be out tonight. That's why half of y'all ain't watching it tonight, because y'all go out already at the club. But y'all, when I come back from church, and y'all watch Weekend Sessions, and we appreciate that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, so moving on from him, because we ain't giving him no more shine.
What you got for us today?
Let me pull out my good notebook, because I was down there when this happened. So y'all hold on 1 second. I have the warrant that we ran up in Trump House when they was down there in Mar-a-Lago or Mar-a-Lago, however you say it, down there in Florida, probably somewhere between Jackson and Fort Lauderdale, Miami, somewhere up in that area. And I have the transcript on why we ran up in Trump House. As a United States federal agent, we ran up at her house because she was fat and she was out of place and she had a lot of secrets. That's some of it. I'll read the rest on Monday when I get on in front of everybody on national TV, when I get up there with Joe and Kamala and them. I don't know what I'm wearing yet, but I'll read the rest when I get on Monday.
She was letting them know that he was fat, out of place and
out of shape. So we ran up in his house. But no, it's interesting because Trump, girl, and then you had the nerve to plead the fifth. You plead the fifth. You won't. Here's my thing about Trump. You got all this mouth. You call out every fucking body you can call out. You want everybody to do this. Hillary in the emails, Joe and his son, Hunter Biden sleeping with prostitutes, this person doing that, Obama ain't this, Michelle ain't that. If everybody wrong, then read the warrant for what is it? Was it the warrant that he got? Whatever he got, read it to us and prove to us that the United States government was wrong for running up in your house, girl.
Oh, she ain't gonna do.
She pleaded fifth. And then, bitch, what I found out was 12 United States attorneys in New York. I didn't know New York had 12. I didn't know a state had more than one. They coming for you, girl. You are going to jail.
Because you got London, New York, and then you got New York.
Oh, okay. You're going to jail. Trump.
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 The best part of waking up is getting rid of Trump.
I like that.
Thank you. That's what they're going to do. And that's the song's going to come out when that comes out. But you know what, Trump? Listen, Trump ain't going to be wearing no orange.
They said they found a lot of stuff, 11 sets of documents, all including some classified TS and CSI, some top secret stuff. I know he had some nuclear stuff up in his house, some nuclear codes or just certain things in here. He had stuff about like just shit that he took away from when he was the president.
January 6th.
Girl, you know that's up in there. January 6th, he talks, but what I find interesting is the Garland, he is actually going to do something that they've never done before, which is he's going to unseal the stuff and read what was inside, what they was looking for.
You know when they do that shit, gonna hit the fan. Bitch, I wish I was a stink bug on that wall.
But here's the thing, though. I hate to be a negative Nancy. Is anything going to happen to Trump?
No.
Okay. Is Trump going to run for presidency again?
Yeah.
Is this just adding fuel to his campaign?
Yes. This is what he needs.
And his people?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's going to win, though.
But just the fact that they went out and fought a good fight. Of course. Trump.
So my thing is, here's the thing. What y'all looking for? And if y'all looking for something, what y'all going to do with it when y'all get it?
Read it and put it back.
Because I know bitches down in Woodlawn, bitch, who house thing got ran up in, girl, and they sitting inside the county jail right now.
I know bitches in Clinton still want never mind.
Child, they went to jail because they was in Clinton because it took them so long to get to Clinton. They said we just gonna go ahead and take you to jail because if we come back out here, you might be gone.
And that means deceased.
It's funny that they always find these old rich white men like towards. You know what? I can't even say old rich white men because if you add Bill Cosby in the mix, you add some other people in the mix, they find these rich men that's entitled, that's been rich all their life, and they wait till they like in their 70s and then want to arrest them and shit.
Yeah, y'all want to do all this stuff to them.
Yeah.
Y'all should have kept all that same energy when he was in office. But then again, Trump had a lot of power that we don't know about.
Oh, you mean he paid people off? Yes. Allegedly. Let's stay with the government. Is the pandemic over?
No.
Well, according to them, it is. The 6 feet is no longer in place. You no longer have to wear your mask. I was talking to our good girlfriend down in Greensboro, and I was telling him, I said, you know what this is? This is because they got to get prepared for the next. You know how when you work your shift, you got to clean the grill and all that kind of stuff to get prepared for the get prepared for the next crew. So you morning shift, now you got to get ready for the lunch shift.
And they said there's a new virus in China, but also they said there's a virus that's deadly in Florida right now. It's a form of meningitis. So
it's also a virus in New York called the polio virus.
Also, there's one in a virus in China, Atlanta. It's called roommate syndrome.
That ain't going nowhere. So people no longer have to stand 6 feet apart. Before the pandemic, I didn't want a bitch breathing on my. If we wasn't hunching, I don't want you breathing on my neck.
You say hunching?
If we wasn't hunching,
who was you hunching with?
If we wasn't hunching, I don't want you breathing on my neck.
We're gonna hunching.
I was hunching with this girl.
Oh, you went to a luncheon with a girl. Okay.
No, I was hunching.
Luncheon. Okay.
No, hunching.
You like to eat, bitch. So yes, a luncheon, yes.
Me and this girl was hunching.
At a luncheon. Was that after the church?
Her name was Jamal.
And he was a butch queen.
Yeah. We call it Jay for short.
Yes. Speaking of hunching and old dates, you know, today Q and I had like a conversation, and I'm sure that viewer is going to watch, and you know, we just want to talk about it because I think we're past the 10-year mark. So we could really it's 10 years past 10 years. Yeah. So we could talk about it. There was times where you would call your man, you really wanted to talk to your man, and we were just on the phone with your man, and your man would say, "Oh, that bitch is so boring. I'm like talking to her," and we would say, "Well, that should you chose her," and then she would call us, and then we say, "Oh, bitch, she calling me," and then we say, "Oh, bitch, she calling you." We would hit the ignore button because she was just boring as shit, and then we would get back on the phone and be on the phone till at least like 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning with her man, just having conversations and laughing and reading and all that good stuff. Then there was a time when it was her birthday party, and we went to her.
No, the birthday party was first.
So we went to the party, and her significant other was there, and let's just say that hugs was given out, and her man had a hard on that me and Q seen, and we was like, "Ooh."
I didn't see anything.
Yes, you did. And then we but also there was times in that same household that, you know, also there was times in that household for the boyfriend that was at work and he was gone, child. She had another date in that room. I mean, when y'all went on that amusement park trip, honey, she was with that. I'm trying to get that other date, trying to get that other date to fuck her, but the date didn't do it.
I gotta get my eye exam soon because I gotta get some new glasses. I gotta get my eye exam soon.
But you know, it's past 10 years, so
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Now from what from what I remember, because you know I'm a history teacher, so from what I remember there was a time when we were going to go to a certain theme park that was along the East Coast.
Mm-hmm.
More so up.
This when I was living in Arizona.
No, this is when you was living in
or was it when I was living in Colorado?
Colorado.
Okay.
Yeah, but you were vacationing in Cleveland because they had that ocean, and I know how much you love the ocean. So you were vacationing in Cleveland and watch the ocean at times like that. You know, you would take your cruises and stuff like that over the ocean, you know.
In Cleveland.
In Cleveland. You know, Disney cruises.
Because it's all in Cleveland.
Yeah, what's the other cruise? A world cruise.
All the cruises you get COVID on. Yeah, that cruise.
Yeah, but this is way before COVID. I mean, it was Cleveland. You was already in Cleveland, child. So I mean, you was already risking your life. I mean, so
you better leave Cleveland alone.
So
Steak by the lake.
So I remember me sitting on the couch, just minding my business, watching the TV screen. TV is about the size of this screen right now. Just watching the TV, and you know, I don't know if they had cable or not, but and why was I there? I don't know why I was there. Probably because I just wanted to be around people. I was there because I knew some mess was going to happen. And this is back in the day when I loved to be around mess. And two people walked into the bedroom.
Mm-hmm. Did they? Were they hunching or kissing or?
Not with the person we know.
Okay.
If they were going to hunch, it was going to be hours later. You know, this person had to get to know your favorite color and you know what your childhood was like, what you did in kindergarten, who your pre-K teacher was. Did you go to early school? Did you go to aftercare? You know,
did you go to half a day kindergarten? Did you go
to half a day? You know, yeah, that kind of person. Did you take the bus? Did your parent drop you off? You know, that kind of person. Did you walk? How big was your book bag? Was it heavy? Was it light? Was it clear? You know, what did you have in your book bag? That kind of person before they got to the hunching.
Okay.
But all I could think about was
she make you wait. Never mind. She do all that making you wait, but she never mind. Bitch, what a contradiction to life, bitch. You waited all this time.
And they come out about as brown as as brown as this.
Bitch, you waited.
You waited all the time for it to be brown.
Bitch, would you say butthole look like Flint water, bitch?
Child.
Bitch.
I was like, bitch, when did I go to Michigan?
When did I jump into Hudson? Yeah.
And I just remember that person. I was like, if that person walked through the door, what am I going to do? Am I going to sit here and watch? Because it's really about me. So I was like, what am I going to do? Because is this a safe environment for me to be in? Because anything could happen, and
I mean anything.
Anything could happen. And then there was another time where this person was driving, and the person was sitting next to me, and they were holding hands, and their person was in the front. I was like, this is
wait. So
this is a lot.
The boyfriend was in the front seat. You were driving?
No, I wasn't driving.
You was in the back seat.
I was in the back seat.
So somebody was driving. The boyfriend was in the passenger seat. Your friend and the unknown person was in the back, and they was holding hands and all that other good stuff. Why the boyfriend? Was the boyfriend?
They were like this.
Was the boyfriend like up? Did he see?
No, he was asleep.
Well, that's why.
He was asleep.
That's why your ass asleep.
It was a mess. But yes, and then that person, we would be. Remember we cussed that person out because we was arguing about this. This is the time we ain't like Beyonce, and we kept telling him we was like, find us a record where she could sing live.
And bitch, you couldn't do it.
Oh, if we could go back in time.
She's shit, yeah. So she's watching this and she knows who she is. It's just a 10-year later confession. The records are out now. Who cares?
Yeah.
But what I will say is, to clear things up, the person you thought who spread that, the people you accused of spreading your rumors was actually the person sitting next to you all the time. So we'll leave it like that. And you fell for their shit, dumbass. But anyway,
you mean the same person that was making out with that person's ex in front of them in Miami?
Yeah, Pussy Pop, their man in Miami.
You mean that same person that was sleeping with the McDonald's worker?
Yes, that was 15, and they were 33 or 35 at the time.
That same person that's waiting for that check.
Yeah, that lawsuit that's been going for.
Well, since we being messy, let's talk about Milan messy ass. So I sent you a video. What was it last weekend? I think something like that.
Yes.
And I don't know. We got this. We now like. I'm not gonna say we never liked him, but we now look at him as a different light. Kyle Laverne. We look at Kyle Laverne.
We look at Kyle Laverne in a different light.
Because at first I was like,
child, Kyle. So, and I mean, we understand. We look at Kyle in a different light. And Kyle's just gonna be a businessman. And my thing is, Milan, she's too old to be so late. And my thing is, you want to throw all these accreditations and people and I did this and I did that and all this other stuff and blah, blah, blah and everything else, but just being late in the course of it all. So go ahead and tell them what.
So, some gay shit. So pretty much some gay Atlanta shit. So pretty much Milan was on Bingo or Bigo, whatever it's called. And he was like, the video starts and he's saying, Ain't nobody see my ass. My ass tight. My ass tight. Ain't nobody see my ass. And then he went to a party and they kicked him out because he had monkeypox. And I'm thinking to myself, who are you talking about? Then he says who he's talking about. So then he starts. So then Kai hops on the video. So then Milan starts to get caught up in his lies. So Milan's called his people up, and the first person was like, "No, we never kicked Kai out." The second person was like, "No, we didn't tell him to leave." And then the third person was like, "No, we didn't tell him to leave." And then the third, in the middle of the story, the third person changed their story. But I think the third person changed their story because I think Kai was texting them saying, "Bitch, you telling the wrong story. You're not telling the story that I told you to tell. The story I told you to tell was that he got kicked out of a party because he had monkeypox and he went upstairs and the girls told him to take his clothes off and he had bumps all over his body and it came from his roommate." So, two things. No, bitch. I don't give a fuck. Your motherfucking party ain't that important to me. And I take my motherfucking clothes off to prove whether or not I got monkeypox. You, bitch, your party is not that motherfucking important. Second of all, my motherfucking roommate, that day would be the last day that you would be my motherfucking roommate. If you're going around spreading those nasty rumors about me.
Yep.
Third of all, that is a CDC violation for you to go out there and spread. If he's not telling people that himself, you are going out there spreading his business, just like if you was to spread somebody's business about having HIV or having some or having some kind of medical issue.
Yep. All that HIPAA violation within her. Child, if I was smart, child, I'd take the bitch to the bank.
Well, right. You got so much money. You got so much money, girl.
You got so much money in Atlanta, girl.
Yeah. You talk about Atlanta rent, but you stay in Atlanta.
And then you sit there talking about, oh, she got a roommate, this and that. Who gives a fuck if she got a roommate or not? We know that Atlanta's home of the roommates. We know China Atlanta is home of the roommates. That's not new. But we don't know people's full situation. We don't know people's source of income and things like that. But I'm like, and I like how Kai maintained and carried himself. You know what I mean? He didn't go there toe to toe because Miss Milan, she was all she amped her own stuff up, pumped herself up, and then when everybody was throwing them receipts back that it wasn't true, it was making her look stupid, and then she was getting mad.
And she kept trying to cut them off every time they would try to say something. No, I'm not talking about them. Tell them about the part. No. Tell them. I'm like, girl, that's what the fuck they talking about.
And nobody changed their story. So I was like, girl, she's just Milan's she's like what 40s now?
37, 38, 45.
Old to be, and then talk about whose booty holes tighter, mine or his. And I was like, why are you so concerned about Kai? And Kai said, bitch, I never met you.
Well, I have my theory.
Why are you so concerned about his butthole?
I have my theories.
Share.
My theory is that Milan probably hit Kai up on some, oh, it's me. I was on Love and Hip Hop for 3 episodes, and I was on Bad Boys Club that don't nobody watch. It's me. And I got this body and everybody want me. So what's up? And Kai probably was like, I'm good.
Pissed her the fuck off.
Or Kai was like, sure, how much?
Bitch, yes. And she took that to the fence.
She been doing ever since that bitch had that falling out with Zeus and Natalie over there with Bad Boys Club. He has been on one. And my thing is like, nobody watched Bad Boys Club. Nobody watched that degrading ass show. Them faggots down there fighting for $10,000. Bitch, $10,000, that's what the fuck y'all fighting for. You know how quick $10,000 can be spent.
A day.
Bitch, a day.
Or an hour.
And y'all down there fussing and tussling and around on the floor. Honey, and Milan, girl, don't forget you was getting bopped upside their head with that chair. But you a bad bitch, though.
She a bad bitch. And y'all should get mad and you want to go after people. I'm like, girl, she swears she can beat everybody.
But all she do is run her mouth online, though. I'll never see that bitch run her mouth nowhere else.
Yeah.
That bitch just like K. Michelle. You do all that motherfucking talking online, but then, bitch, when it's time for you to do what you need to do.
Victim.
Speaking of victims, Kevin Federline.
Kevin was so late. He's late. Like, you're late. You're late.
Leave Britney alone.
Leave Britney the fuck alone. Not just alone, the fuck alone. And let her be the mother she needs to be. You raise motherfucking boys that feel like they're entitled and they can do what the fuck they want to do. She's like, bitch, I'm your motherfucking mother. And what you going to do is respect me. Because, bitch, my coins, none of y'all bitches would be surviving.
So for y'all don't know what we're talking about, a couple of days ago, Kevin released a video of, I guess he was trying to prove that Britney was a bad mother. I don't know what he was trying to do, but he failed.
Put her in a negative light, but honey, social media was like, no, that's what you should do.
So he wrote this. He released this videos. Like, it was two videos, and I don't even think they were a minute long. And under the video, I'm paraphrasing, but he put some shit like, I hope my sons don't grow up to be like this, or I hope they grow up to be better people. Pretty much in the first video, Britney was waking her fucking kid up and saying, put some lotion on your coarse ass face. And the boy was saying something back, and she was like, I'm a woman. This is my house. You will respect me.
As you should respect your mother. But Kevin go ahead and look. Kevin go ahead and motherfucking kids in jail.
The second video was, I guess the older one got his phone taken away because he was in some place where it was super cold, and he didn't have any shoes on. And Britney was like, you're weird, and he was like, no, you're weird. And she was like, he's like, so I get my phone taken away. She's like, because you pretty much don't listen. I'm gonna tell you what the video like Adrian said. The video was showing Britney being a mother to two spoiled fucking rotten kids that she has given the world to, and their father who's almost $60,000 in debt.
Who's Britney's other child?
Who's almost $60,000 in debt, and his finances get ready to run out because Britney is ready to have to stop paying him. Decided, I need some money to keep up me and my wife's lifestyle. Since her father's not in charge anymore, I got to figure out another way to do this. Yep. So you thought that people were going to be on your side, but honey, they was eating you up so bad in your comments, you had to turn your comments off.
Yep, yes he did.
Because they were eating you the fuck up. Honey, and in my opinion, Britney was going light.
Mm-hmm.
Honey, because a black mother.
Bitch.
You see how quick my hand flew back?
Bitch went in on that ass. Went in on that
and ass. Don't even get off the phone. Yeah, girl. Cause Joyce at my job, bitch, she don't put no coffee in that machine, bitch. I don't even have time for that.
Honey, Kevin. So my thing is, Kevin, don't cut your comments off. Leave them on. This is what you wanted.
That's what you wanted. You wanted to prove Britney a bad mother. Okay, prove it to us.
I called you. You was every bit a clown ass motherfucker. Listen.
Honey, and then Britney read you, bitch. She read you and your motherfucking lawyer, bitch. Matter of fact, I want to see if I can find the tweet that Britney. Let me see if I can find that tweet, bitch, because Britney read you. Honey, I like Britney Spears, bitch.
I do too.
Here we go. Let me see if I can find that tweet, bitch. Honey, and then on top of that, the other gag is that he's in debt. His lawyer that Britney is paying for, he's been he has some sexual allegations against him.
Bitch.
I said, you know what?
Bitch.
That's too much.
Bitch.
It's too much. So I don't know where the Oh, okay. So it says just 1 hour before Kevin's post, Britney shared a cryptic message on her Instagram alongside an animated chess. She said, the famous game of chess goes like this: checkmate, fuck you. You can't do that. I just did.
You can't do that. I just did.
I mean, why are y'all fucking with Britney? Why are y'all fucking with Britney? Britney has done nothing but giving her life to their family, that father, that sister, that brother, that other son of hers, Kevin.
Yeah, that rotten ass family.
It's disgusting.
My thing is, if I'm taking care of you, bitch, I'm your mother. That's what I would say if I was Britney. I'm like, if I'm taking care of you, bitch, I'm your mother. So all my sons, you can stay in line. Checkmate.
Yeah, so some of the stuff she said is like, um so pretty much the thing is they were embarrassed by, so how it all started was they were allegedly embarrassed by her Instagram pictures. Britney been naked on Instagram. I can understand that part. As teenagers, nothing. Whoever your mother is, it don't matter. They not cool to you.
Right.
I can understand that part. But all that other shit, and then Kevin was like, "Well, I can't find a job. As a dancer, I can't find a job. Yeah, you can McDonald's, Wendy,
McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, Chipotle. There's a lot of great places.
Royal Farms. They always hiring.
Call centers hiring.
Call center stay hiring.
Work at home with a call.
Amazon.
Amazon, you can drive on them trucks.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, FedEx. All these places are hiring. Truck drivers are hiring. I feel those people who drive those little those whatever them other little trucks says wide load. They're hiring. You can drive
Trash trucks.
trash trucks.
That's right up his alley. That's right up his alley. Actually, trash.
Mm-hmm.
Him and his cocained up wife that he's married to now, who's using all of Britney's money, and then the father who allegedly Britney was paying him one amount, but when the father got in charge, he upped Kevin's salary. And if I was Britney Spears, I would go to the judge and say, I don't make music anymore. I don't go on tour anymore. So I don't have any money coming in. And honey, I would have my motherfucking money somewhere so goddamn secretive
That
I don't know where the fuck is that, bitch. I forgot where the fuck I put it at. I got to reach in the bottom of my drawer to find that little notepad.
To let everybody know where the fuck I put it at.
Right. That's what the fuck I would do.
Britney, be smart.
Be smart.
Because they are eating off your shit. I think that's why a part of Britney, the reason why she don't want to make music, because y'all bitches trying to eat off me. So how about this? I don't do nothing.
That's what I would do. Fuck it.
And
y'all can go broke. Y'all can go broke before I go broke.
Yeah.
I could go do a quick little tour and be back and be having more money.
Like that.
So this is a story you brought up to me. I wasn't aware. I was aware, but I forgot about it. Miss Mystikal, Mystikal, shake your ass, is also going to jail, allegedly.
Allegedly, and this is like the allegedly. This is what they're saying. The streets of Houston is saying. The streets of Houston is saying that Mystikal didn't do it, and the reason why he didn't do it is because Mystikal has had several boyfriends in the past, and he's made several appearances at Houston Splash, which is kind of like a gay pride situation. They said that Mystikal's alleged boyfriend is absolutely gorgeous. They said, they are together all the time. It's normal for the city to see Mystikal and his alleged partner. So they're saying all these allegations of the sexual things with females. Maybe it's a show, maybe it's something relevancy, but they all said that, child, we knew he was children. He was a part of our crew. He was a part of the corn, and he was the children of the corn. And that's just what it was. But again, this is the second allegation. On the first one, I believe that he won that, and he found out whatever it was, he beat that off. But this one kind of, again, is another deeper allegation. But honey, the city of Houston, Texas is stating otherwise. They're saying, nah, not Mystikal. He's one of us, and he's not gonna mess with no female or touch no girl. I believe Mystikal was 54 years old.
51.
51 years old. Yes, 51 years old.
His real name is Michael Taylor.
Michael Taylor. And I'm going to leave it just like that. Allegedly, that's what they're saying, that Mystikal is a part of the DL, ABCD, EFG, LGBT, SWV, TLC, and 702 crew. So that's what.
Well, he was, on July 31st on first degree rape, fellow domestic abuse and battery, strangulation, and simple robbery.
All he told the bitch was shake your ass.
And a simple crime damage to property. That came from shake your ass, you know, because when you shake it real fast,
you gotta watch yourself.
You gotta watch yourself.
What you working with?
Yeah, because this danger.
Yeah.
It's danger.
Yeah.
So
you ain't nothing yet. But
this he was sentenced to 6 years in prison and was released in 2010. In 2017, the rapper was once again charged with rape. However, the charges were ultimately dropped for lack of evidence. Oh, he's also a lifetime registered sex offender. Oh, him and Nicki got something in common. Cause her husband's a sex offender and Mystikal's a sex offender.
Alicia Jones should be a sex offender too. No one's driving to Randallstown to stop her.
Her mother would be devastated when she opened that door to see them cops.
And the way they pull that frail white woman out of her closet space and take her
and all that estrogen in that house, just screaming, trying to figure out what's going on.
Bitch, all that motherfucking estrogen in that house, kind of being dragged down them
steps, bitch. All that weight, fucking up them steps, bitch. Them hardwood steps, bitch. All that weight and all that damage to them steps. But you know how hard it is to get the honey to get dents out of steps, bitch.
Wait a minute, bitch. She get out, that motherfucking perm pushed up in the air, bitch. Bitch, she got on a white beater, bitch. All her back acne showing. They think the bitch got monkeypox, but bitch just her back.
That's just her back, bitch. Half of her motherfucking face got makeup on. The other half is her real face, bitch. Because she was in the mist.
Half from Batman, bitch.
Bitch,
that motherfucking perm.
Her motherfucking Walmart jewelry, bitch.
Bitch, her motherfucking eyebrow all the way up like this.
Like, honey, she was in the middle of the bitch, man. That bitch was in the middle doing her motherfucking makeup when you heard police, open up.
He said,
police, ma'am, get on the floor. Get on the floor.
Hold up.
Get your fat ass on the floor. I need backup. This is a big one. I need backup. Bitch, all you hear is them up.
Bitch, what'd you say? She get on her to get on her lay on her stomach.
Bitch, her fat ass going down them steps, bitch. That motherfucking house rocking, bitch. Them motherfucking steps. That sawdust falling from the steps in that basement, bitch.
Sawdust from the ceilings, bitch. Bitch, what'd you say? The news and shit's all sad, child. Honey, the news identified her as a 64-year-old white woman, child.
Honey, me and you on the news talking about honey. Actually, she's 165. Honey, and she actually knew both our great grandmothers, and
she's one of the lasting members, one of the last people of the Titanic. She's one of the originals. She was the story.
She actually sold the story to the Titanic. She know the original Titanic. She the reason why the Titanic hit that iceberg is because she was fucking the captain, and the captain wasn't paying attention.
Yep.
And next thing you know, boom, motherfucker iceberg. She big as an iceberg. So, bitch, they didn't know what was going on.
Child, honey. And she told the captain, let's go. He said, no, I'm just going to go down with a blaze of glory. Because he didn't want, because if they found out, if his wife found out that they were sleeping together, shit would have hit the fan. So he had to go down with that boat. Mm-hmm. But they don't talk about that. But
yeah, talk about the original story. So the TV news out there, you're the same news station that time that you was in Pittsburgh and you called me about that one story, and I was trying to figure out how the fuck you found out about that story with the fake degree. That's the same news station that's going to find out about her.
Yes, it was the same motherfucking news station.
That's the same news station that's going to be breaking news saying Alicia Jones was arrested for fucking a McDonald's employees down in the woods in the back of her motherfucking car for a Happy Meal and a Big Mac with extra sauce, no pickles.
Hold the onion.
So this is why this episode is called "You Are Going to Jail." We just gave you 3 people that's going to jail.
Yeah.
Angleisha Jones, Michael Taylor, and Trump Aisha.
Trump, yeah.
It's a lot.
To motherfucking jail. What's the other juicy stuff that we were talking about? Oh yeah. Yeah.
So monkeypox.
Well, the outbreak is still spreading like crazy. People nowadays don't want to hook up anymore, which I'm thinking like if this could be like this, then child, the STD rate should be like going down. In other states besides
Okay. Okay.
besides China, Atlanta, and
London, New York. But you know what? I'm gonna give China, Atlanta some grace because a lot of this is actually, a lot of shit is actually going on in New York. That we should change. Maybe we should change the name to China, New York. No, China, Atlanta sound better. London, New York sound better.
Yeah,
a lot of shit going on in New York because that's where the first pandemic came through New York. Then monkeypox came through New York, and then the polio came through New York. Child.
Yeah, a lot of things came through New York. You notice it comes from the original China, then to New York. So it's like China, New York. They're like yeah.
And then that one piece of trade that do business in New York but live in Atlanta, he bought that stuff down to Atlanta.
China, Atlanta.
Mm-hmm. Honey, learn y'all facts, y'all. Learn y'all facts.
And the first case broke out in what's that club?
Which one?
Bulldogs.
Yeah, it broke out in Bulldogs.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of stuff broke out in Bulldogs.
So a lot of
remember we went to Bulldogs at one time and we were walking through the.
A lot of people today are on medication because of Bulldogs.
Remember we was at Bulldogs at one time. We were walking through the parking lot.
Dogs.
We were walking through the parking lot.
Never go to Bulldogs.
We were walking through the parking lot.
Ever. I've never went to Bulldogs, bitch.
We were walking through the park. All I did was say we were walking through the parking lot.
Bitch, I don't walk through parking lots. I get picked up.
Well, you were with me.
Look, when you're rich, bitch, you get picked up.
Well, as you were getting picked up, remember that guy called me a cow? It was one of the saddest days of my life.
Bitch, ain't nobody call you no motherfucking cow, bitch.
You're right. He didn't call me a cow. He called me a fat ass cow. You're right.
Motherfucking fat ass cow. All I remember, child.
You're right.
All I remember, the man came up to you. The man.
So the next story that we have is I'm sorry. Go ahead. You were talking.
I remember Wendy's hair. Her originally was. So we were going to the parking lot, and the man walked up to Q and was like, "You sexy as fuck." And I was like, okay. And he said, "Not you." He called me, honey, a fat ass cow. And I just walked away. And then their date was like, "Let's go." I was like, oh. So, I mean, on top of my feet hurting, I was just over it. But China, Atlanta.
Remember that boy in that car got beat up? He was a real fat boy in the car, bitch. And I thought, because he was so big, I thought his foot was going to hit that gas pedal.
Bitch. I said, bitch. And first of all, she was so fat, she was sitting in the back seat, but driving. But bitch, when I just came up, bitch, beat her on her motherfucking head. The car drifted, bitch. I said, you know what?
I said, bitch, let me get the fuck out of the way, bitch. That car went like.
Bitch, I said, they gonna start shooting this shit. Let me get out of here. Because we were in a crossfire in Atlanta, China, Atlanta.
Can you tell them what happened during that crossfire?
During the crossfire,
I was so infatuated, child, with somebody at the time.
So we were in China, Atlanta, and we were out. I forgot where we were at, but we were walking, and there's like one side of the road is like a wooded area. The other side, I don't know what's on the other side. Whatever. All I know was there was a fight. We came to see a couple fights. Q was infatuated with a porn star at the time, and they were just chit-chatting back and forth, and all of a sudden another fight broke out, and we heard gunshots. Me being the smart person, I ran behind this big ass tree, and I could hear the bullets like ricocheting. These two bitches running in the middle of the street. I said, so the bitch got shot in her fat ass stomach, then what the fuck are we gonna do? I'm gonna take her straight to Grady because her dumb ass went right in the motherfucking middle of the street. I'm like, no, take the bitch to Grady. No, she wants to go to Grady. Drop her ass off at Grady. Give me her cell phone, but drop her off at Grady. I'll call everybody.
I didn't run in the middle of the street. I got pulled in the middle of the street when I was holding hands with this
Child,
person.
bitch, she was running holding hands like Paula Abdul in the restaurant. I mean, they drifted off, bitch. Bitch, her motherfucker hair blending with her dress and shit. They running and shit. I said, this bitch, man, out of the tree like, bitch, they shoot. Cause bitch, we was scared. They shooting, bitch. So,
well, bitch, I'm from the motherfucker hood, bitch. I'm used to that shit, bitch. It ain't nothing.
But you ran the motherfucking street. Yeah, it wasn't nothing to y'all, bitch. But honey, I heard motherfucking bullets ricochet. And the thing is, I was so tipsy, I was laughing. But then I was holding on to it. Bitch, we was tipsy and shit, bitch.
Woo!
Bitch was bitch.
Woo!
Bitch, that pregame, bitch, we was
Woo! Bitch. Boy, we had a time that night.
Hey, child, we had a time last night. That's China, Atlanta, where these things happen. And
only China, Atlanta. But yeah, so people are not trying to hook up, and I don't know, child. I'm tired.
Are you vaccinated? How you know if a bitch is vaccinated? Bitch, and they don't have. I don't think they got no monkeypox card you walk around. It's just a vaccination, it's just a shot. So, bitch, anybody could be on Jack or Grind talking about smallpox vaccinated, COVID vaccinated. Then you gonna hook up.
Yeah, because if you get vaccine, first of all, with COVID, you can get the vaccine wherever. You can go to the grocery store and get a vaccine. But with monkeypox, they've been releasing like it's like when they release shoes. It's like one shoe at a time, one vaccine at a time. Y'all be safe out there, and my doctor told me, because I went to the doctor the other day, because honey, I got this bump on my face, honey, right here. Honey, my doctor laughed at me, and she said it's a pimple. I said, okay. I said, cause
Child, you can't decipher.
I said I'm famous. I can't have these kind of things. The way these cameras be following me, child, and honey, the way Adrian to get up here and read me down, I can't be having these kind of things.
It will.
But she said that monkeypox does not necessarily always show up as a bump. She said monkeypox can show up as a rash. She said sometimes it won't even show up as anything. It can just be in your system. You can have swollen glands in your throat. You can have swollen glands in your groin area. She said it's not always a bump on your face. So I don't know, y'all just be safe.
Speaking of little bumps, Safari. Safari is being accused of catfishing the girls with his penis. They're allegedly saying that the penis picture that was leaked years ago was actually photo enhanced to make her penis look bigger than what it was, which kind of gave him a little popularity.
This is what we thought it was.
So the girls thought it was like this.
Mm-hmm.
Then when the girls finally see it on live, this is too big.
It's like this.
Yes. Same curve, different size.
Why Safari?
Safari, I'm going to ask you why.
Why? And then I, what's her name? Erica Mena. Why was you doing all that hollering and yelling and screaming and hooping and hollering and gagging and wiping your tears running out your eyes, girl? What's going on?
Well, she likes, she.
What's going on, girl?
No, she's all about. She like drama too, child. She's caught up in that whole leg shake type of drama.
I said, girl, what's going on? Why is she hollering?
oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, she just, it's just a whole hot mess. And,
I mean, people would still sleep with Safari, but
honey, people sleep with Safari in a heartbeat.
as long as he don't talk.
Look, if he shut up, he'd probably be a good fuck to some people out there. Because I remember when I time, never mind.
Yeah, don't put all your business out there.
I was putting your business out there.
Not my business. Don't put your business out there, because I'm faithful. Y'all, everybody in this world know who I'm dealing with. That's the reason why. That's the reason why. That's the reason why Khalees ain't on Beyonce album no more. Everybody know who I deal with, and Beyonce is married to Jay-Z, and Jay-Z is close to Nas, and and then Khalees and Nas are divorced with a child. And I never forget, I called Beyonce and I was like, she talking shit about you. And Beyonce was like, really? I was like, yeah, she talking shit about you. I said, if I was you, I'm just telling you what I would do. I would remove her ass from the album.
Is that what happened?
That's what happened.
So when I got moved, that's when she was mad.
That's what happened.
Well, everybody know I'm still here in Oklahoma with Mr. Buck, because every episode that we have, Mr. Buck likes to sit in the living room and just stare at me through the whole time. I don't understand. It's just weird. Mr. Buck is making a face.
Creepy.
Very.
Hey, Buck. Wendy Williams.
Before we get to Wendy Williams, so I guess everybody's going on this buzz with why Kaya is making a video of Kane Wang with it, but I found out that it's the 20-year anniversary re-release of Thug Misses, so she's doing finally a Kane Wang video for the anniversary of that album that came out over 20-something years ago. So for those who are like all shaken up on what's going on, Kaya's just doing a video for the anniversary of Thug Misses that came out, I guess, 20 years ago.
Oh. Beyonce releasing her videos coming up. I don't know if it'll be like a movie or something. I don't know if it's gonna be on Netflix. Something's going on, but she's about to release something.
Something on the 25th. Something that's going to happen on 25th.
And people are saying that she's hitting back at Kaya because Kaya always doing shit from her basement in front of the wood panels, and then it's a video. It's a screenshot of Beyonce in front of some wood panels. I said, bitch.
Bitch, let me tell you something, bitch. Let me tell you something, Beyonce. If Beyonce make a motherfucking video, bitch, the background, that blue screen, the background be that motherfucking panel, bitch, they got a whole bunch of dancers dancing, bitch, I would holler.
Let me see if I can find that. Beyonce, what's her name versus Kaya?
Bitch, if Beyonce had that motherfucking bitch, just a child, I think I'm getting me a screen and just have a Kaya background, bitch. That motherfucking bitch, that's what you need to do. Go on, find picture Kaya's
basement and just have my screen.
Yes, bitch. So we can just go in, bitch. I'm about to go get me a blue screen, bitch, so I can just have legendary.
Why do you think Kaya went so hard on Beyonce? Talking about she was didn't have no talent and she just made songs for the punks.
I think it's Kaya's just jealous. My thing is Beyonce's winning. She's the fourth black artist, female, or fourth black artist, whatever, to debut the way she did. So she's doing something right.
Yeah, I'm like, Kaya,
just
girl.
Finish Kane Wang with it, child.
Yeah, you finally got the money for it, girl. So go and finish the video.
Oh, you get girl.
20 years to get that money,
bitch. But honey, video motherfucking at the marathon, bitch. And somebody gonna say in the comments, "That's me in the background eating Cheetos, bitch." I hollered. And the other one gonna say, "Oh, that's me back there putting on 30 on pump 4." I said,
I wonder if Kaya still got that van that brought down T.S. Madison property value. I wonder if Kaya still got that van.
Oh, Kaya still got that van.
Oh, okay. Damn, that bitch had that van for a long time.
Bitch, let me tell you something, honey. Kaya hold on to that motherfucking van, bitch.
I bet you it was a Subaru.
That van, I look like old Ford.
Like, long as she kept up with her, if she kept up with her oil changes and tire rotation, she should have been good.
Yeah, she should be good. Remember the time we met Kaya?
No, the time you met Kaya,
We met Kaya.
you met Kaya,
We met Kaya.
you met Kaya and went crazy, and I looked at her and I kept on walking.
We met Kaya. And I was like, hey, Kaya. She's like, hey, boo. And she's like, hi, Q.
Kaya,
She said,
Kendra, whatever your name is. Let's go talk about our Aunt Wendy. So everybody has seen the video, has seen the pictures. I don't want to post the pictures, but everybody has seen the pictures. I thought it was, me and you both thought it was Photoshop at first.
yes.
I was like, y'all keep fucking with this woman and anything. And then when we saw the actual video, I was like, oh. So I'm trying to make sure I say this in a way where it doesn't sound like I'm being nasty, but her skin is like very like saggy and
Like if you left hot dogs in water for a long time. You're just sitting on top of that stove, bitch, and you just left and it came back the next day.
I was thinking like more so if you sit in a tub for hours.
Or you laying in a motherfucking tub for hours, bitch, and you just looked at your hands. Or you're just Alicia Jones.
Now, bitch, I'm trying to be serious, bitch, about this topic. Bitch.
Oh, go ahead. Go with serious. I'm sorry. Can't wait.
I don't know. So again, like we said before, we don't think it's dementia. I don't know if it's some kind of like disease she got, some kind of like sickness she got, but she just does not look healthy. She doesn't look healthy at all. And I don't know. And if everybody keeps here's the thing about people though, what they don't understand. Everybody keeps saying she got the wrong people around her, she got the wrong team around her. I'm a grown individual. At the end of the day, I'm going to make whatever choice I decide to make. Right. I can have the right people around me, the wrong people around me. I still make the final decision. You can't force an individual to do anything.
Right.
It's simple as that. You cannot force an individual to do anything. I just hope that whatever is going on with Wendy, that she can get over it before it gets even worse, before something tragic happens. I love Wendy. I go up for Wendy, and I just want her to get healthy and all that. I got a podcast. I got a show. We don't give a fuck about that no more.
Yeah, leave that alone.
Leave that alone. You ain't missing shit.
No,
we hold it down for you.
We do.
So Wendy, just girl, prayers to you, girl, and hopefully everything can be okay, and hopefully people are not in your life using you and everything.
Leave Wendy alone.
Leave Wendy alone. Well, let's go ahead and finish this show with honey, an old controversial bitch, honey. She was in the news all week, honey. Miss Gotti. What's her name? Irvisha.
Got milk Gotti. Child. Good old Irv got milk Gotti, child. I watched the interview. I watched the whole interview with him and Noriega.
You watched the whole thing?
I did.
Well, you must have been bored.
I was. Because Mr. Buck was getting my nerves, so I just locked myself in the room and watched.
Did you lock yourself? Did you lock yourself in the room, or did Buck lock you in the room?
I feel better. So locked myself in the room. I said, I'll teach you. So I said, I'm gonna watch something that'll just take me out and sleep. So pretty much Irv got milk Gotti. Irv Big Gut got milk Gotti was in his feelings, Got milk Big Gut was very upset. And what got me was, I think he was a clown for the whole situation. Like, you were a clown. You sound like a young dude. You sound like a 14-year-old who just lost his virginity. And my thing is, you were in a whole ass relationship. You were literally married to somebody at the time.
You're still married.
Still married. And granted, people come into, come into this music industry, especially women, young women. It's dangerous, and whatever happens, it happens. She's right, infatuated. But you're trying to say every song that was made because y'all fucked, y'all did this, y'all did that. My thing is, and I'm so proud of Ashanti for not responding to none of his foolishness. And it really made him look more like the clown he was. Ja Rule, on the other end, was sitting there saying he was not aware of none of this. He said, I was around you guys all the time. And some other witnesses, like, we were around y'all. We did not put two and two together. Child, just like allegedly Ja Rule, they said your legs used to be flipped back and people used to eat your ass. But they said that he was just like, I think he was just hurt when shit went down with Murder Inc., but also Nelly coming in the picture. And I think Irv Got Milk Big Gut Gotti is very just, he's definitely a narcissist, narcissistic behavior, but he's definitely bitter as hell. Ashanti has went to the aim of fame. She got a walk in Hollywood. She done everything. Ashanti has done things without you. And she's continued to do things without you. You're just butthurt still at the same household trying to get what you thought you had. And you thinking that putting her down was going to make you feel better about yourself in this whole situation and trying to bash this black woman and thinking you want to clown this and that. But it all, just like Kevin Federline, it all backfired on social media because a lot of artists took to social media to come for him, you know, and they wasn't backing up. Irv, I don't think Irv Got Milk Big Gut Gotti. I don't think he wants to smoke with a lot of people, you know, who love Ashanti and they look at her as a sister and everything else. I don't think Got Milk Big Gut Gotti was ready for that you know, backlash that she received. It was tacky, it was tasteless, it was just, I don't know, sexist to me, and it was late. Like,
Judge Mathis said that if she feels she's being defamed, she can perhaps send a cease and desist. If nothing happens, hoping they'll, honor the law. He said he would just have her send a cease and desist, where you just pretty much can't ever talk about that again. I've said, let me go back to him, Miss Gordy. Miss Gotti, whatever her fucking name is, says
Irv Got Milk Big Gut Gotti.
Bad Boy is the only worthy opponent for him to battle against versus. Nobody cares.
Oh, you didn't have nobody on your label.
Like you said, Ja Rule said he didn't say. Let me see what else because he was just doing a lot of talking. But the thing is, I wish he would just really just come out and say,
I'm hurt.
I'm hurt because in the midst of the hype of Murder Inc., because we not like one thing me and Adrian do, no matter how we feel about the artists and this and that, we don't take away from their talent or this and that. So we're not gonna act like Murder Inc. wasn't the shit when they were the shit.
Right.
But what he should have said was, I'm really fucking hurt that her ass left and ran away when we had them cases. Because that's ultimately what happened. She went away. She wanted nothing to do with Murder Inc. When Murder Inc. was the reason you are, Ashanti. However, you're harping on a relationship that's 20 years old. I found out because guess how I found out? Like you said, like a little boy just lost his virginity. Guess how I found out? A basketball game, all this commotion, and it was Nelly and Ashanti. You see this watch, this 20-year-old watch? Ashanti gave it to me. But you know what the good thing is, Irv? I'm so glad that you had your wife's shoulder to cry on when Ashanti stopped fucking with you. I'm so glad your wife was there and you could cry on her shoulder.
With your kids.
With your kids. So I don't know what you thought people were going to be like, oh yeah, we knew it. Because first of all, it's 20 years too late. If it was true, when we all suspect, because we all thought she was fucking Ja Rule, because that's who I would have been with. If you put Irv and Ja Rule in the same room, everybody's going to go to Ja Rule. Nobody's going to go to you.
No one's going to Irv Got Milk Big Gut Gotti.
Nobody. So I think it was wrong what you did, and like you said, I'm glad she didn't say anything back. To me, there's nothing to say back. I'm gonna let you talk your shit, and I'm gonna just keep on selling shit and doing tours and this and that.
And what I'm sure what got him recently, Ashanti Nelly performed at a concert in Child, and he told her, I want to take you back to the basketball game, bitch. And Gay said, let's go out, let's go to the basketball game. So I know that made Irv Got Milk Big Gut Gotti very upset.
And I also know that he's probably really upset with Fat Joe because Fat Joe went on his show and was pretty much like Irv's a clown for what he did.
Yes, a whole ass clown.
And the thing is, nobody gave a fuck. Nobody was sitting around saying, you know what I've been thinking about lately?
What you been thinking about?
Irv and Ashanti. Where you going?
I'm going home.
But I just been thinking about it. You ain't been thinking about it? Why you leaving?
Because you're late.
I just been thinking about it.
So ain't nobody waking up thinking about that bullshit. Nor does anyone care.
I don't care. I do like Drunk Champs though. That's a good show. I watched the Patti LaBelle interview. I want to watch the Chris Brown interview. That was a good show.
Yeah.
Before we get up out of here, Miss Cisco and her girls and Jazz, Miss Cisco said that they would murder Jodeci in a versus battle. They don't want the smoke. Somebody in the comments said, you can't bring the copy to the original and expect to win.
Well, there you have it, folks. There is a Weekend Sessions. That is the quote of the day. We thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Again, share. Hit the click button for notifications. And we appreciate everything. And just continue to share. One thing we haven't done in a while, and we will do it on next week's show, we are going to do a positive letter. Not going to tell you what it is, but it is a positive letter. We have not done a positive letter in a long time. So
there's been so much drama in the industry.
But we will be having a positive letter for you guys for next episode. Don't know if it's going to be the beginning, the middle, or the end, but it's going to be a positive letter.
I have one for you all. Everybody have a good night. Enjoy your weekend. Stay safe and go hunch. Bye.